Innovative
comedy.
Hey, you know, I tripped out yesterday, right? I was
fuck.
driving in the car and I had the radio on. Bro, I'm listening to K-Day and I hear Art LeBeau's voice. And that shit fucked
shit's
me
creepy.
up. Hey, Tony, I swear, I called you, right? You didn't answer. I was about to ask you. I'm like, man, because I was like, Tony gonna be real with me. He not gonna judge me if I ask him this shit.
Like, oh no, that nigga been dead.
Hey, I thought Art LeBeau died, my nigga. How is this nigga still doing radio drops?
Radio drops. Like,
Because he's always
He's
hot
telling
on.
people to send in their dedications and shit, and I'm
It's
like,
2024.
This nigga show.
that nigga like it's 2024 and it's Art LeBeau, baby. Like, what the fuck?
I'm 94 years old.
I'm in your
Still going
closet
strong.
right now. I'm under your bed. about to tear you to shreds.
I'm under the
All right, well, look, check this out. I'm Cool Ass Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and today I'm here with the homies, and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey.
That being said, make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and innovative.comedy, and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture. Who I got in the building with me today?
What's good? It's Tony Grams. Follow me on Instagram at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. It's innovative comedy, innovative culture. We here. It's Monday, Martin Luther King Day. We lit. That's just that don't go together. Yeah, he would be proud. We got the freedom to be lit.
We live in a dream.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
We live in a dream.
Jeez Louise.
That's how we coming in hot.
Well, y'all already know the vibe. It's your favorite high. It's the China White back in the building. Sorry I missed last week, guys. When money calls, money calls. But, yeah, you can find me at the China White on Instagram. That's THEE China White. You know, it's just the gang today. But I'm going to let our always, you know, great friend person and other things introduce himself.
Man, we lit, nigga. What the fuck? It's the gang in this bitch. Don't ever motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, downplay us. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
It's
you
an
ever
innovative
disrespect
culture
me.
gang. They know what it is. But yeah,
Yeah.
innovative culture. Yes.
I'm just high
They
as
call me
fuck.
TB, aka The Bizness. You can find me on Instagram at THEBIZNE baby. You know what I'm saying? Yes, innovative
job.
culture. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm high
Lord.
as shit.
Yeah, buddy.
You still gotta hit that blooper.
Is he?
That looper.
So TV is on camera?
Yeah.
I didn't know if he set it up like that.
Shit, I don't
Because
know.
I saw you come on all hella fucking late, and he already set the cameras.
I feel like we was in unison. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he clicked the
We linked in.
board right when you handed the
I feel it.
baton.
I feel it.
You got
No,
it.
well, because he set up the cameras before you sat down. So
And then
I
I
was like,
moved them again.
Oh, you did?
before
Okay.
he sat down.
Yes, Lord. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And aiming
That's why I
steady.
asked questions
TB
before
saw
we
open seat and said, "Yep, let's go
We up in
for
it,
the
bitch.
gang." Right.
Yes, sir, man. Ready to go.
Appreciate it. I was so sad that I missed last week because I knew you guys were gonna talk about Cat Williams. I just fucking knew it, and I was just waiting.
Well,
I was
everybody's
like,
talking about him.
exactly, and I was just waiting. I was at home. I was like, oh, I already know. Let me just get started
It's
because
the
I
hottest-
already know.
It's the hottest shit in the world right now.
I already knew.
I was just
Nah,
laughing at
and
I
it's
was-
crazy because it's been a couple weeks in now, and it's still buzzing like
still
that.
going.
You know?
Well, because it was a long ass fucking
Everybody's doing
interview
the memes
too.
now.
Fucking 2-hour ass
That
shit.
shit's like
He
It took
talked
me
about a lot
days
of
to
people.
watch that motherfucker.
Everybody caught one.
He called me Mr.
was a-
Potato Head.
He was
No,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
for real.
Godfrey,
Hey,
I
real
tell you
quick.
that interview gonna be your last.
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
The Godfrey. Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah.
And it was
Man.
named
You
Steve.
gotta-
Steve done responded, y'all. That's what he
You
Oh my
gotta bring that
goodness.
up.
I
Hey.
didn't see
All
that.
right,
You gotta bring that up.
We'll play that clip real
You
quick.
gotta bring that up. at
But
one
before
point.
we get that,
Well, wait,
let's
so-
explain that. Yeah.
Well, before
Yeah.
you explain it,
Mr. Potato Head.
so real quick, because I know that you watched that motherfucker like in and out. I know you did,
Yeah.
Tony. This nigga does his shit. He be knowing everything, be researching shit. I'd be like, what? Okay. And then he pulls up receipts, so it's weird. So does Cam, to be quite honest with you. So real quick, I'm gonna use my fingers.
That's what she said.
Oh my God, here we go.
You walked it
I
down.
do though.
my
You right? I'll take it.
Raise your hand, fool.
But anyways, and I want you to name all the people that Cat Williams went off on his interview.
I mean, 'cause Some of them
No, just name
because I'm trying to
people.
see that he went off on because he named certain people, but they didn't.
Okay, well
they weren't.
Tony, you always do this.
They weren't.
Let
attacked.
me be specific then.
Let's focus on the Steve Harvey part real quick though.
Okay.
Because we have the clip.
That was faster than I thought.
Yeah, let's talk about the Steve Harvey because it went so deep to where comedians like Godfrey, who is also a very funny comedian.
He did his own recap.
You know, he's from what I've seen, very original. You know. He ain't never really done nothing that I would say that's not his joke or nothing like that.
How you gonna do another
you know?
nigga's rebuttal? Like it sounds just like
his impersonations are like impeccable.
Yeah, they're very good.
yeah.
So let's go ahead and this is Steve Harvey respond.
Steve
done
responded,
to
y'all.
Catwood, so.
Steve done responded.
Steve Harvey here. Yeah. You thought I was gonna run, huh? Y'all wondering where's Steve Harvey? I know people been waiting on my response to what Cat Williams done said.
What? Yeah, the way he said W's.
I was on Club Shay Shay before Cat Williams.
Cat
See,
Williams.
the reason why I took so
the
long,
W
see,
got
I
an
had to
H
pray
after it.
God,
Cat Williams.
strength not to get mad. God talked to me every day. Every damn day. I've been in this
Shit, he really be
business
saying.
Look at his
long
mouth
time,
doing. He
boy.
doing the same. Like
You done
Yeah,
messed
yeah.
up with the wrong one. See, you just sitting there talking that
bullshit.
to Shannon Shaw,
Shannon
talking
Shaw.
about I couldn't be a movie star. Yeah, yeah.
You must ain't
I
say
guess you didn't see you
got served.
Yeah, that deal
Like how
was
long
acting.
ago was that?
And
Then you gonna say I took Bob Curry's jokes and stole his show. Boy, yeah. You got the nerve to call me Mr. Potato
Potato
Head.
Head.
Calling my ass Mr. Potato Head. Yeah. Woo! That was a good one. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one. But I digress. So what? I wore a
So
wig.
what?
You would ask, why did you wear a wig? Where and when did you get the wig?
The wig.
Whatever. But your ass thought that shit was real. Everybody thought my shit was tight. They thought it was a real hairline. Huh? See, Cat?
Yeah.
You don't fuck with a dog. You a cat. I'm a dog. Huh? We both from Ohio.
Yeah.
Except you from Dayton and I'm from
You guessed
you
it.
guessed it.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. All day.
Look
See,
at his lips, bro. He
you know
doing
what
the
you done
same
did?
Steve Harvey shit,
You done
bro.
started a war. Yeah. Anytime, any place, boy. Anytime, any place. You know, I feel like a rapper. Yeah. This here's a rap battle. Yeah. I'm gonna spit
Yeah.
a couple bars for your ass, Cat.
Couple bars.
Watch this. I'm gonna show you some real skill, boy. See, you done fucked up, boy. Better watch your ass.
That there
That there
interview.
interview might be your last. Talking all that shit and telling them lies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see your ass in the street,
Jeez.
boy.
I'ma
about to
swell up them eyes.
Yo, I don't give a
Sound
damn
like Apollo Creed or
what people say
something.
about Steve, but I'm gonna get that money. You best
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got one more time
Yeah.
to fuck with me, little dude. Cause this here gonna be a real family feud. Yeah.
It's
Oh
the
yeah.
yucks. It's the yucks.
And the Family Feud music.
Harvey family.
Family Feud
Let's play the
music, bro.
feud.
Come on.
Survey said.
That nigga's a fucking.
He's good. He's very good at his impressions.
Yeah.
And he's like
Yeah.
a master impressionist.
Yeah.
Like, it's like it's good when you could do a voice if you just doing an accent or you doing like you repeating some shit, but when you could actually
said,
do a person and you fully do that person,
Okay.
their mannerisms.
Yeah.
Well, wait. He was okay, but
He was alright.
Did
You
you-
look, you like the biggest
No,
critic.
because I was just watching. Who's the other one? I know you know his name is Jay something.
Jay
he
Moore?
Does Jay-Z, he does
Jay
Jay-Z
Moore.
and
That's Jay Moore.
so play his. Since we on Cat Williams, we gonna just kind of
Yeah, we did.
No,
we
but
can-
wait, we can go back to it. We can go back to it.
Jay
Jay Moore.
It's
It's Jay Moore.
Look up Kevin Hart impersonation in front of Kevin Hart.
Jay Farrell, yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah,
There
it
you
is
go.
Jay Farrell. I'm saying Jay Moore.
But
That's
it's called Kevin Hart
that's the white
impersonation
dude.
in front of Kevin
That
Hart.
was Paulie the parrot. Remember Jay? That's
No,
who
he's
Jay
a
Moore-
black dude.
No, that's who Jay Moore was. I got the name.
Oh.
I knew you were talking about, but I was saying Jay Moore, not
Right.
Jay Farrell.
So can you just tell me like I said, make the list of people that Cat Williams talked about.
So,
Don't just say any names that he threw out there.
Steve Harvey, Cedric,
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. What was the other dude? Ali Sadiq. The Ali Sadiq shit, he went more in depth on that on the Willie D interview. Have you watched the Willie D interview?
No.
Because he did another one after the Shay Shay interview. He went in
Yeah,
on
I saw that
Faison. The Willie D one was pretty good. It's like a recap of Shay Shay, but he's explaining in depth and proving what he's saying.
Okay, anyways.
So yeah.
Why they call him Shay Shay, bro?
That's what he wanted to be called.
Like,
nigga, you a 300 pounds.
That's what he identifies
That's
as.
his
6'5". You a 6'5".
why isn't anybody
His name-
questioning that?
Nigga, a lot of niggas already been questioning it for years.
I'm just
Honestly.
saying, my nigga.
SHA.
That's a change your
Shay Shay,
shit,
Shay
baby.
Shay.
Like, you know what I'm
Shannon
saying? The
Sharp.
Sharp Show.
It's Shay Shay.
So I'm like, Shay Shay, boom, boom, quee, quee. Yeah, boom, Shay
Quick,
Shay.
quick.
Not on Queequee. Sharkeisha.
Wow, nah, man.
Remember that one, Sharkeisha?
Shabbat vote.
Hey.
Shabbat
You
vote.
tell me, are you thinking
You
a
still
big,
can't-
you know what I'm saying?
I'm,
Are you thinking a big national championship football player when you hear
Can't
Shay
even
Shay?
get a list.
I just gave you what
5. That's
No,
it?
And who else? He said something about earthquake, but it was
Shay
like
Shay.
he kind of just said
That's not what I'm asking.
exposed.
Just keep
I'm
talking
just
about
saying some earthquake.
Just whatever name he dropped in the interview. What was it?
Ludacris.
What were they?
Earthquake.
That's why everybody who came out with a
who
rebuttal was
else?
the ones he talked
Kevin
about.
Hart. They already said that one. Ali Sadiq,
I think you did say that.
Faison, Aries, and
Oh wow, I didn't see that part.
yeah, he threw
I
like he
didn't
just
watch all
threw
of
like
it.
Aries.
Did you
like
say
a little
That was
Cedric?
10 already.
He is. I said Cedric. Those are
Okay.
like the first two.
He don't
Yeah.
want nothing. And Cat Williams don't want nothing from Faison.
Faison ain't got nothing.
Faison to beat that nigga.
Did you find
Beat
it?
him
We
up,
talking about.
We
jokes.
talking about jokes.
No, fuck all.
So
the,
so you think
Oh,
like
fuck all the I'll beat you up
in
shit.
a versus battle of jokes, you saying Faison would beat Cat Williams?
Hell no.
He'll roast that nigga out his boots, nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember
The only nigga
what
that
was
to
that
me-
Uptown Comedy Club when they
Yeah.
used to
Like
do the
Homer
shit when
and Bart.
Faison was on there?
Yeah.
When he had the little the little flat top
the
fade.
little
Yeah.
Nino Brown. Nigga, but I think the only person and I was about to say the only type of person that could probably go head
And
up
Cat
with Cat Williams
Cat Williams
would be
ain't the
like
best
a
comedian.
Robin
I
Harris
don't
stuff.
think so
That
either.
nigga's
Like, but he's one of the he's better than
So
all
TV
them
hype-
niggas.
You
What-
be class.
But he's
though.
better than all them
You be
niggas.
class.
Everybody he
You see
named
class.
and all them niggas
Go
in
ahead.
stole or
What?
took something from
And I
either
like Cat
him or a
Williams,
bunch
but
of
I
other
ain't
niggas.
never watched this special.
How?
Never.
Nigga, you
I
tripping.
never have.
Of who?
Of Cat
Yeah,
Williams.
I'm keeping it dead ass.
All right,
crazy.
so you've seen it.
Fuck
You've seen
Cat
the
Williams,
special of Faison Love though.
Straight up.
Where have you seen the special of
I don't-
Faison Love at?
I'm not talking about Fake on Love no more. We talking about Cat
See,
Williams.
look,
I ain't never watched
look.
the special, not one of yours. Straight up.
Yeah,
You funny, but my nigga, you next Friday to me. nigga.
Nah, but
For
that
real.
nigga got specials.
That nigga got
But I-
major
That nigga got the
specials.
special in the
He do
green
have
suit.
specials.
Nigga, that's
Yeah,
like the
but-
most famous one to me.
Yeah, well, he got the
And
one
I
with
haven't
Snoop
seen them,
Dogg.
and I'm not saying they
He
not
got the
good.
one
not
with
the
Snoop
best.
Dogg.
I'm not saying that they not good.
Right.
I've sat there
Right.
and watched a little bit of it and been like, nigga, not that interested, and that's just my opinion.
You're not gonna
Right.
get a nigga
I
his
agree.
flowers.
I feel like there's funnier comedians out there, bro.
I
None of them niggas he named
Eddie
are really
Griffin,
funny.
way
All
better
them
than
niggas,
Yeah,
but the
Eddie-
niggas that he
That's one
named
nigga.
though.
I've
I'm
never
not
really
talking
watched
about-
Eddie Griffin.
He's talking about. We talking about the ones
We
that
talking
he
about the
named.
niggas
That
he
was more
named.
like a joke. Faison ain't got no specials.
That nigga said that's a fat phase on lie. Nigga, that shit
You
is
was sticking up
hilarious.
for Steve Harvey, and don't
That
nobody
nigga
think
said
Steve
a
Harvey
fat
is funny.
phase on
I just
lie,
said
nigga.
I feel like Steve Harvey got
He got
one
funny
that one
special. And I
stand up
ain't never
special.
seen that shit either.
What is the special? The one where he got the ball spot?
No, where he got the yellow
Hell
suit
no,
on.
that nigga got the fresh line.
The HBO special.
Oh yeah. Where
He got the
where he dressed like a Roger Rabbit
He got
character.
the Steve Harvey.
Yeah, that nigga dressed like a Roger Rabbit
The
character.
mask.
Yeah.
The yellow
Dorian ass nigga.
My top list of comedians.
There's always
I
time
think Chappelle is
for
one of
one
my
more
favorites.
kiss.
But that's my era of
Ass
comedians.
nigga.
You feel me? I don't know. It ain't no comedian.
That nigga got a sponge.
I seen Kings of
That
Comedy.
nigga got a sponge on his head with a razor line up, nigga. That nigga got a Don Edwards paint store sponge glued to his fucking scalp.
Shit, I like Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah, he funny.
Lavelle Crawford is funny. Shit.
All right,
Bruce is
name
pretty
your
funny for sure.
top five.
Shit, my top five. I said for sure Dave Chappelle got to be one of them. That's more my era. You feel me? I mean, I wouldn't go for anybody in the Kings of Comedy because they was more before us.
I did. I felt it when I was.
Martin was pretty funny to me. Martin has some pretty funny specials.
Yeah.
But like I said, Eddie Griffin, you feel me? One of my
Eddie Griffin has specials,
and that's the cool thing. I've never really watched Eddie Griffin special all the way through, and I know he's funny. And I'm missing out. I feel like he's funny, but I just honestly I've never wanted to sit through an Eddie Griffin.
They on YouTube,
and that don't make it like it. That don't mean it's whack or I think it's whack. That just so I understand. But he like fuck Bernie. But honestly,
Bernie was pretty funny.
Yeah, cool, yeah, and that's what he's speaking up for though. But that's the shit that nigga was speaking up for. A nigga like Bernie from niggas that like low key ripped off different. They just tried to rip him off, take his movie roles. Because we talked about this with Twan. That's what's crazy is we talk.
These niggas just don't stop talking. It's crazy. Like both of them at the same time.
Look, the part is, I'm like I'm gonna find that shit on the at the end when we were kind of ending the interview with Twan and we got to talking about like lame ass niggas in hip hop, and then I was saying there's lame niggas in comedy, and we were hitting on that same shit. And just a few weeks later, that interview came out where he's literally saying the same shit I was saying. Is niggas that they're stealing your material or playing like I have a writer team, but you have a team of niggas that's just like spies pretty much that go to mics, that go to shows and watch and see what gets good reactions, and then comes back, takes that shit. And like I said, I've said it before, I've had shit and I've seen that I know I created. I've never seen no one do that joke. And I saw my shit on the HBO Max special like a year ago. And I'm like, nigga, and I didn't even like make a post about it. But I know that's
on
my
the
job.
live show.
That's what I was saying. I was like bringing that just back up of it just goes in, niggas will take anything. So if you're going to steal from a nigga that's been doing comedy 3 years at that point, you gonna take something from you if you think when niggas thought wasn't no YouTube, ain't nobody gonna know that. First of all, this nigga's a nobody. That's what they thinking. You a nobody. Ain't nobody gonna see this nigga.
So do you think with the whole YouTube thing and Instagram and all this technology and stuff, do you as a comedian think that like technology has ruined it or made it better for comedians?
Both. Like for some people, for the people that know how to use it, there's nothing wrong with that. Use it, sell your shows and your tickets and get your audience up. And then there's people that just, it's the easy way of, I do YouTube videos and then I'm gonna call myself a comedian, and then, or I do, what Cat was saying, these shortcut niggas that's just doing shortcut shit and then they show and they kind of fuck it up for everybody. But they getting their little money, so.
Said that Kevin Hart. I don't keep.
But it just, he didn't.
Kevin Hart.
And that's what. So I watched like Corey Holcomb last night, and Corey kind of.
He's funny.
Yeah, and Corey like kind of. He agreed with a lot of, because he's been saying everything. That's the cold part is if he went on, and they were even saying why he ain't never went on Club Shay Shay, but he's been kind of making certain jokes about Shannon for a few years about his sexuality, and like you a 300-pound nigga that want to be called Shay Shay, so like pretty, but Corey Holcomb
kind of like what we just did.
So what we just did. So Corey Holcomb been speaking on, and this is what Corey Holcomb been, everything Cat said. Corey been saying about niggas.
Okay, and
like
Cat's
being
name is Cat.
And
that's a girl's name.
That's his stage name though.
It's
Jamie Foxx said he changed his name to Jamie.
And Shay Shay is his stage name. What are you
Jamie Foxx changed his name to Jamie because he said
Jamie
they
is
were
kind of a boy.
No, he said because I forgot his real name, but the women were getting called. They were called women for the open mics and the shows on the list. So he said he would go to the shows and wouldn't get called. So he changed his name to Jamie Foxx, like sound like a chick.
That's not what I heard. Something different.
See, that's the
so
shit
what I heard
said.
is that he was at like an audition or something like that, and they was calling out the name of somebody that had got the part, and they wasn't answering, so he changed his name to that name.
Shut
See,
up.
And he ran with that name ever since.
I want to look at that. That sounds lit, though.
Because the other story, I've heard him tell that story for years since when he was talking about his name, and he was like,
find out.
he changed his name to Jamie Foxx just off of they called chicks more at the mic that he was going to in Texas.
See what Google says. Why is Jamie Foxx named Jamie Foxx? You gonna look
it's
at
gonna pull up a YouTube.
It's gonna have both stories.
Dive.
That shit gonna have both stories. Like,
why is Jamie Foxx's name Jamie Foxx?
Why? his mama named Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
Wow.
You're gonna get a whole bunch of shit.
Well, it basically kind of says what he said, but it says Fox would tell. Oh, that was stupid. While performing as a stand-up comedian, he changed his last name to Fox after one of his favorite comics, Red Fox.
See, that's the third story.
And changed his first name to Jamie because it could be a girl's name as well.
And,
So that's similar.
And that's what he was saying. He was like, he would go to the mics and he wouldn't get called. So, but he would see him call all the women.
Because women would usually be called up first during open mics, he said.
Oh, it says that?
Yeah. He chose a more gender neutral handle so he can get called up earlier.
Gender neutral, I like this.
It is gender neutral.
Yeah, no, I just thought that phrasing. So that's how he.
But that shit sounded. I would have believed it. What Cam said.
I heard like
that's some. I probably would have did that.
Yeah, I just look at it like,
huh? Okay, you looking around like, okay, ain't
like,
nobody answering.
My bad, I'm late or whatever. Like,
and then one
ain't
part,
nobody answered. They got about to.
Well, one thing I was gonna say too about a lot of the dudes that he named, all the people that made responses, not one of those responses denied anything he said. Nobody, not even Kevin Hart. And
That's
Kevin Hart
true.
took a lot of
I
heat
noticed that
more
too.
for his response. A lot of people have been roasting him from that goofy ass NBA, ESPN shit where they were sitting there just giggling, making bad jokes, like try to extra laugh hard at the little whatever. But
extra laugh hard.
the lady they try to laugh extra.
That's a cold combination of
trying to put
words.
the extra on it. Just it was lame, but no one still. Everybody had a rebuttal, but nobody, or everybody had a response, but nobody had a counter. Nobody had a. Oh, like, no, this would happen. That everybody that said something, he proved himself right. So even running the
That debate wasn't great.
yeah, it was just like, I'm out here stating facts, so y'all don't really even have to say nothing. That's what he even said on the show. I dare one of them to come back on the show and say, like, I'm lying. And he proved it. Everybody. That's why kind of everybody maybe just don't want that issue of, all right, it's called out. But it's weird that I saw Kings of Comedy and didn't even realize, like, that joke. And I remembering Cat Williams on Comic View and seeing him do that joke. And it just never clicked that, damn, that's the same joke.
I remember watching Comic View, bro. Yeah, I had an 8-hour VHS
Shout out to our
tape.
live audience.
Chef Zaga.
If you would like to be audience on Innovative Comedy, hit us up. Pull up.
But it's just, and then, like, I don't know, just to answer those rebuttals and then I watched the stuff. I watched it again earlier when he was talking about JB Smooth. That's what.
Wait, Cat Williams.
Well, that's what Corey
Holcomb.
Holcomb was saying. A lot of niggas stole JB Smooth's certain styles. He was like, JB Smooth was the first dude that would like hit the mic and like act like he got hit and kind of do that. Like, and when he said it, I'm like, dude, I do remember seeing him do that. But he was like, all these dudes started doing it after, and it's like, okay, like I remember you saying how certain people can't like if you just write, it's parallel thinking. People can have the same concepts of a joke.
Wait a minute. We was talking about something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Completely like off topic from JB Smooth though.
Mm-hmm.
It was I think we was talking about a TV show, Marcus Houston, right?
Cuts.
And you said like the beginning of the season, it was like
he was like a
regular
character. He was Marcus Houston playing somebody.
But then by the time it got to like the 7th or 8th episode, you said almost
he turned to Martin Lawrence.
He turned into Martin Lawrence.
Like literally, it was a show that would come on UPN called Cuts, and it had a bunch of people on there.
He had a barbershop and shit.
And he ran him and Flex. It was supposed to be a spinoff of what is it? One-on-One. He was Flex's younger brother. And so Flex would pop up on the show every now and then. So the show was actually good. It had the dude that played Steve from Married with Children, the original husband. He was Shannon Elizabeth's dad. She was on Shannon Elizabeth. It was a bunch of people on the show. It was funny. And then it was like literally like right at the end of the last season, beginning of the second, it was like this nigga just turned into Martin Payne. It literally, he was like nigga, Martin is too legendary, and we grew up watching that to where it's embedded to when you see a nigga kicking his feet and kind of
kicking people out
the shop, slamming doors, like putting his hands on his hip with his back. And it was like, what the fuck am I watching? But that's not, I'm just trying to do what do you call it, a tribute or anything. Is you literally just working somebody else's work. I just watched a video this morning. They went through Beyonce's kind of catalog and kind of showing how she kind of ripped off a lot of other artists.
Who?
Beyonce. And it's
she wrote a lot of this shit though.
But it ain't even the writing. Some of it is writing. Most of it is videos and outfits. then it's like it's blatant where like you took somebody's entire shit and then you only said something because you got called out on it.
But I don't think that's
Bro, you can
but you can't blame all
years,
of that type of shit on her.
But if it's like for years where
I
everybody
feel like,
people from Italy, people from France.
But think about how like industry shit work, right? It's like, okay, they're all gonna sit up in the room and watch. She's gonna be with her team. They're gonna watch some shit. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, you should drop some shit like that. So is that biting somebody's shit, or is that just going out and replicating the art and you recreating something
It's not biting
in your own style?
It's not biting, okay, if
because
you
at what
create,
point do you draw
create,
the line?
If she creates something all the time that's original to her, and then once in a while she does something that I've seen before, that's not biting because she's just doing something different and it might be a hot go at that time. Opposed to
how you feel about niggas sampling songs and shit?
Every single time you do something, it's somebody else's. They did it 10 to 15 to 5 years ago to a few months ago, damn near. That's what it shows. It's
and you keep doing it.
And you keep doing it. That's not like a coincidence. That's not a tribute. That's you taking.
If it's the same person, I could understand that.
But
like if you just like, all right, every time you drop something, I'm gonna just do that shit.
I'm just short stopping you, nigga. But it was so many people, even with the shit with Carrie Hilson. You remember Carrie Hilson called her out on it and she got canceled, and Carrie Hilson ain't been around since, but she was on that shit. They were showing from Khalid's videos. Like shit, it wasn't just.
But that's like the major fucking labels and all that shit. That's fucking.
But if you have a team
and doing that, putting the money into that shit, they paying for all that. It's
but when you even saying I got a team that I'll work on this with. A lot of the
times, their songs don't even match what the fuck the videos even be looking
because
like,
it's somebody else's video already. That's what I'm saying. So if you just said it, if I just wrote this shit and this shit don't even match because this video was wrote 18 years ago. They had a video she redid like frame for frame from like 97. And it was like some Italian girl.
That's a director that's recreating that fucking video with this artist that's out now with a hot ass song. I feel like that's what that is. That's
but
not
the explanations,
Beyonce.
It was her.
Beyonce wrote the song.
But she even said in the explanations that she created the shit. It's not them just putting and trying to point the finger at her.
They say that,
This nigga
bro.
sound like he in the Beehive.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
this nigga Kim.
You got to look at it from the artist's perspective too.
I understand. I know what you mean. And I'm like I said, I'm not just what it is. It's the same shit Jay did.
When these motherfuckers
Jay took a lot of niggas' verses and just flipped their whole
like
verses.
That, it's like they're not in control.
Nigga, Jay-Z flipped, but how you said it was all about beats. Like Puffy, early Puffy, all the Puffy shit was all samples. It was like all his biggest hits. Mm-hmm. Like everybody else.
But wasn't he producing them? Wasn't he making the beats?
But nah, that's what he said. But it was niggas like D-Dot and like those niggas was doing the beats. Diddy wasn't pressing buttons.
I thought Diddy was making beats.
Diddy like.
I thought he was.
No, he was.
It wasn't DJ Diddy.
Yes.
Is it Diddy?
He was taking that.
Dummy. Oh, I get it.
He was getting swallowed.
Biggie and he's Puffy.
He was getting swallowed up.
So that's why he put executive producer on all his shit.
Because the executive producer
you
don't have to
in the
do
studio,
shit, but just makes the final
you
call.
bringing all the niggas together to the
and
studio.
I make the final
make
call.
the
What goes on your album? What's not? What needs? It's just like the actual producer is like the nigga in there pressing buttons, helping with writing and helping the song be created. So, all right, what other points do we have?
That was the end of his chapter.
Right.
Yeah, I was just like, it got quiet. We got to keep it pushing.
You was still going on. I was letting you finish. I was just
get it together.
I was just letting. I was like, let's keep this hot.
Anyways, but you know, I'm into conspiracy theories and shit. And since we on technology and how much it's changed the world. How much is
Is that the RoboCop thing?
It's like some sci-fi shit.
That's X-Files.
Oh, that was. Yeah.
That's X-Files.
That's
I would have never guessed that shit.
Until he said it. Until he said it, I was like, okay.
Hey, if niggas is playing like Name That Tune, I would have lost.
I thought that shit was RoboCop.
Scully.
So there's like this conspiracy theories going on right now, like heavy, that like it's about to be some EMP shit going on and some, what do they call it? Solar flares?
Yeah, like the solar flares usually cause the EMPs and shit.
I'm not going to lie.
Solar flares.
I was like low-key terrified. I saw these.
That sounded like some Dragon Ball shit.
It's crazy because I can remember, and that's now I know I'm gonna sound old because I was gonna say I can
Here he
remember
goes,
being
guys.
no real shit. I can remember being your age. I can remember being your age, finding out shit.
My age.
Like for real, that's what I'm saying. I can
Sorry.
remember being your age and finding out shit about the universe, finding out shit about like cosmic shit, and being
So
like,
they've been saying this
and,
shit.
and shit like with Nibiru in 2012, and that shit had me scared as fuck. And I was like 28, 29. I would just be like, that shit would just be on my brain like.
Okay, but what about the politics part of it then? With the whole thing with it,
It's
going
always
to war?
politics have been weird as fuck since they
That's
created
true.
politics. So it's just.
But they say that it's
it's
going
always
to be
the
another
end is
country
near.
that attacks us, and they
And
attack
it's always
our
that's
whole
always
entire internet
our
is going to shut everything
infrastructure
down.
and we I don't know, who knows, but it could
We
they
have
could
so
do
many
it.
sci-fi movies right now that have
You
so
seen
many different predictions and like scenarios
Scully.
of like things that could happen.
You saw the one on Netflix?
What's the one what was that one?
Leave the World behind.
I haven't watched it yet.
Me either.
I've been
That's
wanting
what
to
he
watch
was
it.
saying.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I haven't seen it.
It's yeah, it was corny, but it's gonna make you start thinking like, okay, hold on, like everything is too exactly how shit's going on right now.
I've heard like different reviews and like people's opinions about it, but I still haven't. What was your take on it?
It's corny as fuck to me, but I am like
She's a tough critic though.
but I am like a conspiracy theorist, so I think it is gonna happen. I think this shit's been a plan since years ago, and that's why it's been a thing, and it's been and it's like they've just been getting better and better and better at shit.
That's what's scary though. The mind that thinks like, you know what I'm saying, the opposite and not the normal, and you know what I'm saying. Like, have you ever seen what's the movie fucking MIB, where that nigga, the first one with him and
That's my favorite.
I've
one.
never seen that.
Men
it was
in
Will
Black.
Smith. It was Will
Men in
Will
Black.
Smith.
Will
You
Smith
was like
and
born
Tommy
when
Lee
it
Jones.
came out.
Look.
Like literally that year.
Every
you were
time he
born.
was doing his test, though, every time he was doing his test, right? They were like, "This the guy we want," because he obviously was really woke. He was. To you, it seemed like he was making
He was in,
dumbass
like, the
decisions.
academy and
But he was
shit.
like, "This guy's not making any. You know, he's just blowing his nose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
it was crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Bro was really woke. You know what I'm saying?
it's
So
a-
just the idea, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what if, bro? Like, you know, you always, like, people they're not really imaginative, and really that's kind of like what make you sleep.
But I think a lot of it ain't even
'Cause
nothing
you
gonna
know,
happen. They gonna
yo,
orchestrate what's gonna happen.
No,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That's
That's
the
what I
imagination.
think.
That's the
It's
imagination
fear.
of you.
They're just embodying fear
That's the
into
thing of
us, and then it's just gonna be something else.
repetition. Like,
That's what
every
2012
night,
was.
like
fear.
when things
Yeah.
are like subtle.
And COVID fear.
You know, when things are subtle, like everything is exactly the way you think it will be every night. You know, like that's the night shit happens. You know what I'm saying? That's the night your car gets stolen. That's the night, you feel me? Like this is
fucking
the night
earthquake
that
happened.
what you thought was gonna happen, and you never think
You be
about it.
preparing
It's
for
gonna,
shit
it
and
happens.
expecting
Like,
something to happen.
nigga. Like that's why you always gotta stay on your P's and Q's, and just be ready. Cause
that went
nigga,
like left, right, left so
No.
fast.
nah, it's just the idea though. It's imagination. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But
The
what do
people
you
who think that have different alternate mindsets, you feel me? Those are the ones who stay ahead of the game. Because if you think one way, bro, you're not going,
So you saying you think it's gonna happen?
I don't know.
But
It's
I-
a lot of shit.
I'm
Remember,
scared as fuck.
what
I
about
think it's
that? What
gonna
about that
happen.
alien shit that they said just happened and
In-
they just covered it
in
up?
Florida,
And
yeah.
It just
I
nobody
thought
said nothing
COVID was
about
gonna
that
be
shit.
it. I thought COVID was that time when
Like
all
Where
that shit was about to
extinction
happen.
Oh
level,
hell,
They
you
was
were
like
that scared?
5G,
And an
all that shit.
an extinction
believed
level
in
event.
all of that.
You
That
thought it
is-
was
but
gonna
it
be
was.
horrible.
That's
But
an
it-
extinction
Oh, and the
level
5G
event.
attack, yeah.
But in reality, it really was.
to a
To
Nah,
some
certain
people.
extent, but not. But he's saying not as
to a
bad.
lot of people
Yeah.
lost people. A lot of people died.
But
Yeah, most
even with that,
definitely.
right?
No,
like,
but he's saying he thought it was gonna be worse than what it was.
no, but
Oh, yeah.
people was like fucking running up in fucking stores and robbing
Right, like
shit.
the world was
Niggas-
ending
Yeah,
for real.
dude.
You know,
Yeah.
all
Like
the prices of
Zombieland
everything went
type
up.
shit.
Toilet paper was like $10 for a 4-pack. Fucking,
Yeah.
then you
That
couldn't
was like
find
the
it
zombie-
nowhere. It
Right.
was
That was
like,
like the zombie apocalypse.
Right,
You feel me?
exactly.
Like-
I guess it is still always going to be a different form of a zombie apocalypse.
No, it's just,
'cause that's basically like what it was.
Right.
But see,
anyways.
what you have to
People
more
start
worry about the
panicking.
survive. You have to worry about survive. You don't have to worry. What no fucking zombies a couple years ago. niggas was dying over tissue and bleach.
But it's what do you consider?
And the lights were still on. What happens when the lights go on?
Right now,
that's what's scary to me.
That can make people the zombies.
But that's
I think it's out there
you don't have to worry about the survivors.
They be testing a lot of shit.
But
Exactly.
But it's about what do you consider to be a zombie though?
Shit where
right?
They got like all the
because
fucking different
it's been periods of time in life where they give people disease.
Exactly.
Think about like
somebody being controlled. Their brain
Tuskegee experiments and shit like that.
I think a zombie is like you got a parasite.
The shit that you giving somebody and then they going out and infecting everybody else.
On a rat or
you patient zero.
Look, I think about this all the time.
They let the shit out in the sky.
It's fucking rich people. It's fucking rich people using us as fucking little ass toys and playing with
shit
it.
in every day.
Who knows?
All you gotta
the truth?
do is drop some shit in
That's
some
the thing.
atmosphere.
Nobody knows the truth.
Is out there.
Maybe it's like
that nigga Zaga knows.
Fuck that shit.
He
was part of the military. They know. They got the special intelligence.
He's like, I got that intel.
He was like, I'll never tell. They like the niggas.
That's why it's called intel.
You tell our
keep that shit in.
Get some more of these rice and peas.
They like, yeah, separate till I motherfucking die,
no
nigga.
Secrets, only rice and peas.
You thought this shit was a joke? Yeah, we gonna
Make
come
sure
after
y'all
you.
tap in.
Hey, that should be a
Secrets.
promo drop right there.
Make sure you tap in with Chef Zaga. That's right. Get them rice and peas. All that shit.
No
fire.
secrets, only rice.
No
secrets.
No intel. Just rice and peas.
Oh my goodness.
Man, nah.
That
I
shit
do
is
think
fire,
there's shit
by
out
the
there
way.
that we don't
Fire
know
as
about
fuck.
though.
I just had
Underground,
some.
they got them crazy.
Underground like Demolition Man.
But
underground like
it's-
Nation Z, where they had that
Oh.
crazy ass. Like the rabies and shit.
Yeah,
the niggas
you
is
talking
turning
about,
in, and he had to go underground. Like
Solar-
grab
Z
something.
Nation, that's what you talking
Z
about.
Nation.
Remember,
I watched like the first like 2-3
That's
seasons
he
of that
said.
shit.
I
A
do.
couple
He said
shows,
Nation Z.
a couple
Z
shows
Nation,
back,
Nation Z, something
we
like
talked
that.
about
You
the
know what the fuck
underground
I
tunnels.
said, nigga.
Uh-huh.
We talked about the underground tunnels in Vegas, where they got the.
Oh, they'll dig a
Nah,
tunnel
they got
anywhere.
I
nigga.
think it would be like
Ain't
some shit
nobody
like that.
safe,
Like that's
nigga.
where it will start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because all that money.
But then but all those people, their immune systems is a little different because
They be
niggas
up.
living under the ground.
The reason, look, if
they
you ask
survive
me,
in sewage.
if you ask me,
nigga.
the reason why there's always going to be tunnels and secret pathways and shit to shit is because, like, even the fucking government, nigga, is fucking dirty, and nigga, we're gonna
Yes.
get drugs and
Niggas
everything.
always wanna have more than the next
and
nigga.
cross borders and through the military, nigga, and through the fucking police.
Right.
That's, if you ask me, that's why. The shit is tunnels and nigga different places you
And
can
it-
get shit in because nigga is dirty people. out
But I
here
think anything,
that are part of the
I feel
government.
like
You
they
got a
can
lot
tell
of,
us.
No, these are law
from,
enforcement.
training
We talking
day.
about our law enforcement and
Fool
our fucking
ass
nigga, that's
bitch
real
man.
shit. How you think shit get into jails? Niggas got phones,
Yeah.
all kind of shit,
They don't bring it in, nigga.
bro.
But that's the point.
What they say?
Everything somebody has to orchestrate to
remember
happen.
Furious, nigga? He said
Yeah.
it back in the day. You
We
see
ain't
them
got no-
pushing the
yeah,
rock.
we ain't got no
pushing- How you
planes.
think they get that shit in?
We
there?
ain't no planes or boats.
Nigga, we got.
But it's the same thing like an
everywhere there
EMP.
is to have
Saying
patrols
you
at,
saying
bro.
with
They
the
gonna get
EMP
it in, you
shit,
feel me?
they could say a
Everybody
solar
need
flare
that
happened,
extra
and them
cut.
niggas could just hit a button and shut all our shit
I
down
might
and
be
say it
making
was a solar
half.
flare.
I might be making half a milli, but nigga, if I can make this other half, nigga, on the under
Jesus.
the table, nigga, why not?
They could hit a button and turn everybody.
And then- but then they can
the same
tell-
way they can send
but
that
they can
emergency
say-
signal to everybody phone.
Yeah.
It's like they
That
have
Amber Alert
access
shit.
to your phone at that
But
point.
it's just saying, it was a solar flare, and it'll take us 4 months to be back when they did that shit themselves.
I believe it too.
They could just press a button and everything. Everything shuts down. Oh, it was
I
a solar
believe
flare,
it.
and they're the only ones that got power in their
That's
bunker.
why it's
What
gonna
is-
happen.
They got full power in
So
their
what is
bunker.
okay? Let me ask this question: what is a solar flare? Like, what is that?
It's the sun releases just like it's gas and with flames,
Quote,
whatever.
unquote.
Ain't
and
that what
then
it's doing
and
every
then
day?
but it does it,
Yes.
but it releases a large amount to where it
Oh, okay.
it kind of branches off far, so it's like it's spitting damn near,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's radiation. So
Quote,
as the
unquote.
shit floats toward, it branches out, it hits all the other planets, stars, and
Quote, unquote.
our ozone usually catches most or all of it, and it just dissipates and all that
Mm-hmm.
shit. But
Quote,
if
unquote.
it's a very large amount, that shit'll go straight through, and it'll just fry all our shit, like our whatever. What is it? Those mainframes,
Quote,
and
unquote.
so the shit that pretty much all we generate and all that shit will be fried from a solar flare. So it's not that it'll be like
Quote unquote.
yeah, it's just like energy. It's just like and they
That's
have
what they say.
They have EMP guns.
That's what they.
Have you ever? They have EMP guns where they can like
Kinda
shoot
like the
this
same
shit
way they said we
and
landed
shut
on
some
the
shit
moon.
down and like aim at that shit and it like drops.
You know,
like,
They like
good-
to say stuff.
That's a good.
even every
that's a good
how many Marvel
actual-
movies you see with like
that's
the
an
robots and
actual
they
good,
shooting
like,
like EMP
hypothesis,
guns at them and the
'cause,
robots just fall.
like, well,
like
in-
Chappie and fuck, even the new RoboCop. He had
in
EMP
religious terms, like you know how they said we had the flood back in the day before our time.
They just
like,
left the
way
water hose
before our
running.
fathers and fathers' time, like the flood.
Father,
The
what?
Noah's Ark and
They
all
just
that
left
shit,
the hose on
where they
for
had
like
to get
a
the
week.
animals and everything. They said the world is going to be destroyed with fire, so you never know. You never
Nigga
know.
said he left the hose
That
on
was a
for
good
like
point too.
Yeah.
all them
It's
canyons,
still
all
like
them
never happened.
canyons.
So
and
many
shit was
different,
filled.
religions and doctrines out here. But
Yeah,
Doctrines.
I don't know.
Doctrines,
I don't
teachings.
believe
I'm
a lot of.
spiritual.
I'm
Yeah.
spiritual. I'm not religious.
Hey, that's shit.
That's the difference.
Knock
I'm
me
very
the fuck
spiritual,
out.
but I'm not religious.
Do you think that's
Yeah,
like
hit that
when,
shit. Hit
that's
that
when
shit.
the continents started to split?
I'm spiritual.
Do you think?
I'm,
What?
I'm
What'd you
spiritual,
say?
not religious.
You think that's when the continents started?
What it all? What is it called?
I can't hear you.
Pangea.
The
What?
continent started what?
started to split?
Oh, started to split.
I think it's a natural, because the world is made up of fucking more water than it is land anyway. Who knows what the fucking world looked like before we even made maps?
So
Yeah.
y'all think the
When
dinosaurs was here
earthquakes
before the
happened,
shit
they
split?
probably thought
How was
and
a
then,
map
and
made?
then when the big ass comet
And we
hit or
didn't see
whatever,
the
like they
shit from the
said.
Earth.
Here's the book.
But it's
Look,
like
look,
multiple
look.
stories. They say it's the ice age. Then they say it's like a comet hit and kind of just destroyed everything. or
And then it
something.
was like the stone or the steel age,
Nah, I
bronze
think it's
age,
flat.
or bronze age, and all that.
And Antarctica is surrounding us.
That's the
the
ice
world
wall.
is steadily fucking changing.
You think the
forms.
ice wall is real?
Yes.
There's land like going underwater
Right.
and shit. You heard about New York and shit going underwater.
So if it's
and
flat, it's like, what if you go to the other
shit.
side?
I don't think it's no. It's
Yeah, I don't
just-
think it's just flat.
I don't.
It's
it
not
possibly-
flat.
It could
I
be
can
like
see what
rooted,
you're
like
saying because
it could be like rooted like mountains on the other side, like
And we've it's
That
just
was-
like a whole
There's a
other part that
certain-
we've never
Exactly.
explored.
and that could
certain
be
thing
what
called
Middle Earth
latitude
and all
and
that. The
longitude.
hollow Earth shit is.
but
It's a
There's so
certain
many
thing called
different
latitude,
possibilities.
longitude. I don't think the Earth is fucking flat at all. That doesn't.
No,
make
but
sense.
but I'm just saying with
'Cause
that
fucking-
theory, right?
If that
That's
with
the way
that
you said
theory,
it.
with that theory,
I've never
how the
heard it
fuck
that
would
way, but
gravity
if you
even
say
make
it that
sense?
way,
I said it on here before
if
when
we
I
go
said
to the other side.
yeah.
you're saying as if it was a sphere with the
So if
flat.
we go to the
No,
other
I'm
side,
saying
in
if
the
it's
middle.
like a flat, so
this
it's
brain
gonna
ain't
be
gonna
flat.
be on this
Look,
fucking
look.
table.
If there's ice, hold on, let me put the camera on me. If there's ice around all sides, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's just
And
a square.
No, it's
Nah,
round.
it can't be.
Or like a crown almost.
No.
I would think like a crown.
Round.
You know how a crown is
There's
made.
no way
Like an
the
ice
fucking-
wall,
it's
the
no
wall would be
way-
like a
Oh,
crown.
yeah, but
It's
he's
no
saying
way
where
that
it's
the
at.
world is gonna have the same
Like a
fucking
crown,
weather
circular.
on different sides of the planet. It doesn't make sense. Every there's a season for every side. That's just the reason we
But-
have fucking daylight savings and fucking that's why it's dark.
And
as
the
fuck at
seasons be
5 o'clock.
different.
I
and-
So what
definitely
about-
believe
It'd
in
be
the
hot.
rotation of the Earth
But
and
have
the
you guys
axis.
seen
The axis.
But have you guys seen the map and how if you put the all the countries and whatever around a sphere like they say that it is, and then you look at a map flat, why like I don't know how to explain it, but like airlines they take it's a shorter distance than what is looked at on a sphere. Does that make sense? It's really not as far as the sphere is making
It's
it
like
out
a
to
straight
be.
shot across.
It's more so
You
like
get
this.
you get a
and
definite
we're all like this.
Instead of
you
going
get a
around.
definite like grasp of how far something is once you travel that far. Like via whatever. Like you could travel on a plane. Of course, it's gonna be shorter than the distance you would travel in a car. But when you travel in a car, you go up.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like the distance of flying. Like if you flew to another country, like the distance is like extreme. Like the distance from one country to another country, and then if you connect the same country, the first country that you did.
I say it
It's
depends
like-
on where you're coming from.
No, but I'm saying okay. I got it. I'm gonna start
Okay,
sending videos.
so if we go
Like,
from
like,
here,
if you-
like-
if we
it
fly
depends
from
on where
here,
you're
right,
coming. If you
and we go to
flying
like
from New
Japan,
York,
right?
If you're flying from New York to a different country, that's a difference from flying from California. That's from another coast to another.
That was a
You know what
flop.
I'm
I'm gonna find videos because
Oh,
I
no.
don't know how to explain it. No, that
That
was
I feel like that shit could be round. It ain't got to be a globe. How they saying it? This shit could be a fucking rock shape, like literally, it's a fucking rock. We're on a floating rock. So what's the No, what? How many times do you find a perfect rock? Not never.
Hey, you
really.
know how much time?
Like a pebble, a marble.
How
nigga?
much time actually goes by when you in space? You know, like we see these movies and
Like
shit
light
like that.
years and all that shit.
So when people go and they go on these missions to like the
And
moon,
they be like
and shit
30
that,
years
They
to
be
like-
gone for years.
And it'd be,
You
but
really
it's
think they get to the moon?
but
So
to
you don't
them it's
believe in
only
the
like
firmament?
it's-
Well, not even if they go to the moon. Let's just say
They could be
go
in outer
up
space.
and they be in space.
They could just be in outer
doing,
orbit.
like fixing a satellite or some shit like that.
they could be out there just exploring. That's what they say. They could just be floating.
Okay, so you guys don't believe in the firmament.
I've looked into a lot of that the
I
last
believe
year.
in the glow. Like,
I've
When they
looked
get
into
up
the,
there,
I
they
believe in
see it a
that.
certain type of
So
way.
y'all haven't
glow.
seen
I've looked into a lot of it.
actual like y'all haven't seen the videos of rocket ships actually trying to go out, and when it goes up, it literally.
I feel like some of those, like a lot of that TikTok
Sorry,
should
what?
be edited though.
it does what?
But I do understand what the firmament is.
Like it blows.
Like-
a lot of those
Yeah.
videos,
A lot
of
of
people
There's a force field there.
perfecting their editing.
Yeah, a
skills.
lot of
They-
like
they got
TikTok.
animation.
That's
they
why I
got
kind
all
of stopped
kinda
fucking with
shit.
TikTok
okay,
a lot.
so then did you guys see?
But
Okay, so what about the fact that look, you guys can look this up too. Okay, the Bermuda Triangle is not really like this deadly place. The Bermuda Triangle is actually where
A lot of
all
the
of the
shit crashes.
test rockets have fallen.
yeah,
And
I heard
they
that.
don't
I
want
seen that.
people going there because then you're obviously going to know what's truly happening.
and then they just get rid of people like exploring or fishermen or boats or cruise
I'm
ships.
just-
So that's what happened to Amelia Earhart.
It could have
Her
been.
plane got shot down.
Probably.
It could have been she just fucking crashed and no one had the technology to find
you
her
can only
right
go
then.
and you can only go so high up.
And no one just found her.
Because
She could have went
y'all
somewhere
are
she
not
wasn't
going to
supposed
tell me that
go.
picture of the moon landing. Y'all really think that shit's real?
I think so.
Y'all really think that shit's real?
I've never. I
They got
feel,
a video.
but it's like they.
How
said,
they get the video?
But no, because they shot it. But they said
They shot a video.
They
So
had
they
cameras in.
back in those days.
They had cameras in. That was like the
Yeah,
what
and
the
back
60s
in those
or the
days,
70s.
they
had
made them
cameras in the
so
60s?
durable.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did.
Okay, and so did you guys see how the spaceship was made? You guys think that
Yeah,
flew
that shit looked like
into
that little
space?
shuttle that they.
It
Well,
looks
that's supposed
like,
to
it
be.
looks like it's fucking made out of tin foil.
But that's supposed to be the shuttle that. So that's not the ship
Hey,
they
maybe
left
that's
it
all
on.
you need to go out
No,
there.
no,
You
that's
never
not.
know.
The, that's not. That wasn't. The,
It was
that
another
wasn't-
rocket that
That's
takes
so
them
get
up.
out there,
they
baby.
leave
Yeah.
on a bigger rocket, and then the rocket is in just floating in outer
They
space,
be like,
and then
hey,
they
hey,
leave for
I
that
wish
on
the
a
niggas
shuttle.
they was still alive.
And
They'd
then
be
the
like,
shuttle is
hey,
the
nigga,
little
all
shit
you
that
need
Okay.
is
just
some
landed.
tin foil.
So the
baby.
rocket is
You
like
just
so
go out
Spartan
there.
then
was.
look up
You ain't
the
got no
boots.
gravity
But
up
think
there,
about how
nigga.
long
Look
it
up
took
his
for them
They'll
to.
be swimming, nigga, in the air, nigga.
Look up his
Go
boots
again.
and then look up the footprint landing and tell me if those match up.
Yeah, I've watched so many documentaries and
Yeah.
all that shit was bullshit. But what it was, a lot of it,
How do you
because
just automatically just this is it?
no, because what it was, I mean, back then you had to think it's this. It's the 60s, 70s. Ain't nobody.
Exactly.
It's
You ever
niggas
seen
is
Star
used to
Wars,
seeing
nigga?
So
TV.
the flag,
But what
the
it
flag
was-
being put there. Why is the flag literally
So what it
like
was,
this? There's
they
supposed
said-
to be no
they
gravity.
said
It's
they
supposed to be-
shot
It's
it-
supposed to be floating, right? Like everything else. So
Yeah.
the flag would naturally start floating. It wouldn't be just sitting there like
Yeah,
this
just
all
waving.
perfectly. Come on, bro. I
Yeah.
keep
On
the
going.
string.
The shit was in
On a
Vegas.
string to what?
They said they shot it in
In
Nevada.
Hollywood?
They shot that shit in Nevada.
But it would still, it would still, because it's cloth. It would
What
still.
do you think? You think the world is flat?
Yes, I do think the world is
All
flat.
right, you think the
Damn,
world
what's
is
that?
flat?
Why you get so loud?
I know, right?
Oh, yeah,
The
that
mic
shit
is
was
hot.
That shit got so
Right.
super hot.
Block is hot.
That shit
Block
was
is hot.
I
like
do.
sizzle.
I do think it's
No,
yeah.
but a lot of that, they said it was to beat the Russians first because the Russians were already about to go. And so a lot of people believe the Russians did get there first. And that's when we were in the Cold
How's the
War.
world flat though? We got mountains and shit.
But I mean, just
I
the
mean, you
whole
can still
shape.
have it could still be.
But
and
that's
then
all that
there's
shit was. They
mountains
shot the shit. They shot the shit with a director to actually look like they got there before the Russians did, just so they can say they got to the moon before the Russians did. But the Russians probably did get there before us, and then we went later on. That's the whole. But why have we never went back? That's the point. Like never again. Like, did you find something? But then they said there's people buy real estate on the moon. Like David Letterman, Oprah, they own.
Or it's a piece of paper that says it because.
But who knows? I mean,
their own
who knows when
percentage.
you're like rich as fuck and
Exactly,
you in a
they're their
club
own
that we not,
percentage,
so
so
they
they
probably
can
could have a
claim
fucking
stuff
condo up
if
there.
they
And
want
them rich
to.
people,
But
like
if you
Elon
believe-
Musk, all the niggas
but
who
if you
made
believe
Tesla
niggas
and
is
shit,
by-
they
it
probably
building
be
bunkers.
going up to space on the weekends.
Look, but
Like, hey,
but
my
if-
nigga, you want to go to space this weekend?
But if you believe niggas is
Fuck
building
Big Bear,
bunkers
nigga.
and
That ain't
shelters
this
underground,
flex no
why
more.
wouldn't you believe a nigga got a condo
hey,
on
nigga,
the
you
fucking
trying to go to
moon?
Saturn, nigga, this weekend?
For real,
Shit,
like-
we finna go.
Oh, well, why Why wouldn't you
Nigga, we
believe?
got a 32 in the back. Nigga.
Why
We
wouldn't
got
you believe
niggas
a
with
nigga
Jack
got a
Daniels, all
bunker
that.
on the moon if niggas got bunkers underground and bunkers in mountains?
Because how are you
and
getting
niggas
all
got
of that shit up
and
there?
niggas
Like,
got
you-
right niggas
like,
got
that's-
shuttles.
Hey,
Niggas
imagine-
have hundreds of
No.
Richard.
Imagine
Richard,
if you had money like that. They were like,
Yeah,
hey,
you
nigga,
could do whatever the
you want to
fuck
go to
you wanna
Saturday
do.
get this
There
weekend?
is
Cat
no-
Williams said
We're
that shit.
gonna go to a
Why
party
is
that's
there
out of
no
this
other
world.
videos of this
Get it?
happening right
Cat
now?
Williams said that shit in the
party that's
interview
out of this
where the nigga
world,
said,
bro.
look, the Cat Williams said the shit in the interview where he said nobody cares that when Elon Musk launched shit into space because he's a fucking billionaire. He could just do it because he's a
Them niggas be
billionaire.
launching
So where's
So
the
fireworks.
footage?
Richard
Where's the
Branson,
proof?
Richard Branson is the
I
owner of
see
Virgin.
nothing.
Richard Branson is the owner of Virgin America, or just Virgin period.
Them niggas
And that
probably
nigga's turned
rather
part of
play
his
with a computer,
airline
nigga, than
into
some
a
pussy.
fucking airline that you can just fly out of space in outer orbit. Like for like 500,000, you can go to like to the
There's still
you can
no
go like
photos
right
of
out
this
of
nowhere.
what is that shit
We got
like right
photos of
out of our
everything
shit.
else.
Hey,
They have
probably-
photos
they
of that.
probably wake up
People
in the
take
middle
the
of night.
flight.
They
Let me
don't
go get on
have
my
It's like a
computer.
rich people
We're
flight
not
for 500,000. You can go into space in with Richard
They're not
Branson's
posting
airline.
Hey, they probably
regular
wake up in the
fucking
middle of the
photos.
But how many motherfuckers do you know that just
They're
spend
not.
$500,000 on a
Where's my
How
flight?
computer?
how many
I need to check my email.
TMZs and
see
the
if I
the
can-
shade
them
room
not the people that
and
got the
everything
money to
else.
go up there.
But that's
No,
not to say
but
they're not
they
in
would
that. They don't
post
even.
about it.
They
Ain't
not-
nobody-
but
ain't
they
not
nobody
all
else
people
one
do
would
that
post
shit.
everything
Yeah.
down to when a nigga takes a shit, bro.
But
Like they would be
they've had
posting about
video of
this.
it. They've had video.
They
of
more
it.
worried
There's
about
nothing.
what fucking
There's nothing out
Sexy
there.
Red
Justin-
doing right now.
What is it?
Or
Exactly,
fucking
that's what
somebody
I'm
like
saying.
that.
No, it's like
Hey,
Justin
But
Timberlake
if people
did
are
that
just
shit.
taking
Kinda shit
all
that
Justin
fancy
Timberlake went
dancy
to,
trips up
him-
there,
Hold on.
if somebody's posting on
What's the other
Instagram,
nigga?
somebody's
Niggas
posting on
probably
Snapchat.
wake
What's the
and
other
shit.
nigga from NSYNC?
They
The
wake up
Lance
in the
way
nigga.
middle of
people
the
are
night
not
and check an
posting.
email.
Lance did that shit. Lance, he was training at
Oh my
NASA
God,
for
these
like.
motherfuckers believe
You don't remember
anything.
when Lance was at NASA training for years so he can go to fucking space? You remember that shit? The nigga from NSYNC. That nigga
The
was
same
like.
way motherfuckers be dying but really
I
not
don't
dead.
keep up with no nigga
Okay.
from NSYNC.
Okay.
I mean, the shit was national news, bro. He like the choreography is on point. The choreography is hitting.
They're not going
Now,
to
when
this,
something
bro.
is national news now, it's like
It ain't the same.
it ain't the same. It's like it's the same shit that was in those fucking tabloid magazines back in the day. It's like that's the shit that make the news now. The shit that the paparazzi's putting out, like, well, what is this person doing with their day right now? And how do we get here? How did society?
Because
how did the culture get
it's
to
all
this
about
point?
clout.
I'm gonna be the nigga who tell you, hey man, stop fucking worrying about all that shit, cause nigga, it's out of your control, nigga. Number one, number two, nigga, you better live life, nigga, and worry about where you gonna get your next dollar, motherfucker.
It's all about clout. Niggas ain't got no borders or borderlines or no boundaries, and now they just do what they want.
Fuck a solar flare,
And then it's stupid.
nigga.
No, but they niggas just don't give a fuck, so you can do anything you want. But
Nah, I feel it though.
that's the main issue.
We gonna
man.
solar flare the fuck out, nigga. I'm gonna be smoking, nigga.
It ain't even gonna be no. It ain't gonna
we
be no
gonna be smoking.
flares.
They gonna be
Hey,
smoking on that.
if it happens, where am I supposed to meet you to get
Earth
some weed? Because we
They gonna
need to
smoke-
talk about this right now.
They gonna smoke that earth.
We need to
pack.
get ready.
We gonna be
We
smoking.
gonna meet at CVS.
The
We gonna be
sun-
right. We gonna meet.
The
We gonna
sun
meet right
gonna
here.
smoke us, nigga. That's what you saying.
We gonna meet at
It's
the
gonna
bar.
put us
Meet
in
me
a
at the bar.
blunt, nigga, and
All
All
right,
right,
that
Tony's
was-
gonna be at the bar.
I'm gonna be pouring drinks.
one
nigga. We
solar
gonna-
flare.
we
It's gonna be like, man, the sun.
You just
gonna
gotta.
say,
We
nigga,
gotta just prepare for the survivors. That's it.
The sun gonna get tired. Like,
It ain't
look,
gonna be
I'm
no
tired
zombies.
of providing all this light for y'all.
There's gonna be
niggas every
crazy
day.
niggas that want your supplies.
I'm about to
That's
roll
what you
up.
got to worry about.
I'm about to roll
Exactly.
up with one of these.
Now, look at The
planets.
Walking Dead. That's all The Walking Dead was after like the first season of fighting zombies. You fighting other niggas trying to kill you or take your girls or get your supplies. Every episode. Every
With
season.
zombies in between.
With
Zombie
zombies in between.
apocalypse.
It was always just the
You
survival.
always gotta. You can't forget that the zombies.
You ran into
is there.
bigger
You
cults.
always gotta-
You ran into bigger cults and crazier crews and motherfucker every season of this nigga trying to
You
kill
always
us
gotta keep
for no
moving.
reason. This nigga just want our. He don't want another.
Every season you
Yeah.
gotta move somewhere else
before everybody know you there, and then or it was so you. It's
I don't
anything
think it would
happening.
go that fast though. I think it would be all right for a while. I think we have enough decent people in the world for it to
Nah.
be able to last. I think so.
Niggas broke down over
said
Lysol.
decent people?
Niggas
Yeah.
broke down over Lysol
I know,
and
but
tissue
I don't-
paper.
but
It was
what I'm
like
saying
popping
is,
each
like,
other. Niggas killed each
I
other
think
over
it's gonna
chicken
take-
sandwiches.
But I
Real
think it's
breakdown.
going
Hey,
to
niggas was fighting over chicken
Niggas
sandwiches.
Yeah,
was
but
like
that was
killing each
because-
other over chicken
But
sandwiches.
that was because
like
was
2
on the
days after it
internet.
came out.
But that's because that was on the internet
Hey,
and
Cam got
everybody
a
was
point.
saying, go get it. But this is
Niggas
what I'm
was
saying.
saying,
If
no.
everything turns off, I don't think everyone's going to think of the same shit
Hey,
to
nigga,
go
you stepped
do.
on my
You
shoe.
know what I'm saying?
But niggas get
So it's
scared,
not.
and when people get scared, people get like
That's
desperate.
fine. But
People get
people are
desperately
not gonna all
people
go
get
do
crazy
the same
when they're
thing,
scared and
though.
desperate.
Everyone's gonna
You
have
scared
different,
over
do
a
different
chicken
things.
sandwich?
No, I'm
Or
talking
you
about
desperate over a
I'm talking
chicken-
about when the electric go
Popeye's
off,
chicken sandwich.
when the TV
Popeye's
ain't telling
chicken
you what to
sandwich.
do,
But
your cell
everyone's
phone
not
ain't
gonna
working.
think to go rob a bank at one time. Like
But you
only
gotta
a few,
think-
only some people are gonna think to do that first.
But then there's
Some
people in the
are gonna
age
think
group
to do
that have
to get
grown up with
clothes.
that.
Oh, I ain't think
Some
about
people are
that. The
gonna
banks
think
ain't
to
gonna
do-
work.
Money ain't
No,
gonna-
look,
You,
but
what
that,
there's-
money's not
be?
going to be shit.
Of course
You're going to
you-
have to trade
but,
shit.
but
the
there's
fuck
not
is
people
money
that don't
gonna be
think
at
like
that
you and
point?
me. So they're
That's
just gonna
what
run
I'm
straight to the
saying.
bank.
That's what
they
I'm
gonna
saying.
run straight in there
That is
screaming.
literally what I'm saying.
But what I'm
People
saying
are not
is-
going to do the same thing. Is what I'm
But
saying.
what I'm saying is motherfuckers without that grew up with a phone, say from people from my age group and up, aren't gonna give a fuck. They just gonna make it. Or however, people that had a phone their entire fucking life, those are the people that are gonna flip the fuck out the hardest.
But
Because they ain't
Go
I
back
don't
to
think-
the
It's gonna-
bartering system.
but it's
not
gonna be
but
crazy.
That's my point. It's not going to be
Hey, man,
everyone
I got
that
three of
flip out.
these
I think
over
we
here.
have enough sane people in the world
I think it's too
to
uneven
be able
with.
to be all right. It's
Go
not
It's
back
too
to a
uneven with people
next
that are dependent on digital shit.
I can go back
And
to
then
the
it's-
But
and
there
then-
was,
and
but
then
there was
there's-
a time when there
But,
was.
but these people didn't grow up in that.
Stuff.
That's what I'm saying. There's people of
Right,
almost.
but
There's
that's
people that are like
why
25.
It would
I could
take
go back
the
to a
people like
church,
us
nigga.
to teach that.
Where you
That's
at?
why I'm
But then,
saying
so we
there's
teaching
enough
in the
sane
Stone
people.
Age.
Yes, there's enough sane people in this world to slow it down because everything we can't use technology. So let's slow it down and go back to
Slow
teaching.
it
These
down.
motherfuckers
Like
gonna be
manually.
tripping.
But
They
at the
can't-
same time,
ain't no TV on and they can't see
There's
the
gonna
news
be a lot of
talking to them.
motherfuckers that
So then
don't
you
really
teach
got it
them.
all like that,
Exactly.
and they gonna start tripping out.
They panic. Panic
And
gonna set
that's
in.
And they gonna-
very true
Panic set in.
Because
Motherfuckers flip
two
out.
things can be true at one time.
And then they
Ain't
go
nobody
after the
gonna
people
have
that
no
ain't
guns.
panicking.
But I think we have more people that
They're
are
not gonna have
sane
no
than
guns.
crazy.
They
And
gonna
those,
be-
but those are the people they gonna go after because they prepared and they not panicking. And then the motherfuckers that are panicking
I
are
hope
like,
that all the niggas
why
that
aren't
I
you? Why are
fucking
you so
hate
calm?
turn into
It's
zombies.
gonna get weird.
But there's going to be a lot of people that can talk around and explain to.
Boom! They just fire on you. Boom!
I'm smoking
nigga.
your shit.
I'm
nigga.
telling you that. I'm telling you.
Oh, I didn't like this nigga too. Hey, smoke this nigga.
It's
It
gonna be
man-
like the purge.
Exactly.
That's
It's
sad.
gonna be like the purge.
Niggas getting to know what to do and they
Hey,
just
remember
start
this
killing
nigga
each
Cam?
other. You can do anything. If you can still
I think
call.
it's hilarious how you
I'm
guys just talk for everybody. But yeah.
not saying. I'm just
All right,
saying.
have you watched
In my
those
point of
purge
view.
movies?
Yeah, I have. And a lot of people didn't do anything. That's my point.
Well, what about the
I
ones
think
that
there's-
did?
But who came for
Yeah,
them?
They didn't
but-
show
but
you
the-
a lot of
but-
shit
people
though.
came
Too.
for
But
them.
the
That's what
but
I'm
the
saying.
world, but it didn't. But
Even in the movie, the
Yeah.
people that were
Well,
cool
then
and
the- then
calm.
the
you just hear
forever
yourself
purge?
in a movie.
When they was
But I
like,
said that's what is going to
they
happen in
said
real
this shit
life.
ain't never gonna be over, nigga. We
Yeah, the forever
Exactly,
purge.
and
They
so
just
that
gave
it's
a
gonna
fuck.
be. That's how it was back in the day. So that's how it's just gonna be. It's just gonna go back to that.
The forever
But I
purge
don't
is
think it's
crazy.
gonna.
Hey,
I
them
think it's
niggas
gonna
was-
be. I think
they
it's
was
basically
cold
gonna
as
operate the
fuck.
same.
Just shot the old dude. Like it's. And it can go either way. People might just stay in the house until they can come outside and work
That's
together.
what I'm saying, because there's been a lot of places that said this has actually happened before, and it's happened for like weeks and months at a time,
Yeah,
and they were fine.
Like the blackout in New York,
Like
I think was like a
blackout,
week. I think
that-
they shit
that
was
were
like
like-
blacked out for like a week or two in New York back in the 70s or 80s or something.
Nigga, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
And it was a heat wave. They said it was like a
Candles,
heat
and
wave.
I feel like it's just gonna be like another COVID, basically.
I don't give a
Just
fuck.
you don't really leave the house much, and you just do what
We
you
didn't
need
have
to
the
do
lights
to
out
survive for a
before, nigga.
second.
Well, I just look how
That's
niggas
what I'm
came.
saying.
COVID was the bare minimum of okay, like just stay in the house.
Put some
And
candles
niggas
up,
went
nigga.
crazy. Of just stay in the
But
house.
they didn't go crazy
And you
to
might
where the
not even
fucking
get
world
sick.
ended. Is my point. Like
We
people
gotta
are gonna
eat
figure
in
it out. People are
rations now,
sane,
nigga.
and that COVID was for 2 fucking
Now
years.
it's can of beans, nigga,
It's still,
sardines,
like,
nigga.
but, I mean, motherfuckers just sit in the house. Don't go to the
Motherfucking
store.
can of
Niggas was
sardines,
like going
nigga.
crazy because they couldn't just sit in the house.
But
and
you
don't
act
go-
like it was going
They was
crazy,
giving
like
niggas
it
free
ended the
video
fucking world.
games and free movie apps just to stay home. It was like, so it's when you still have
Listen, we got
when you
Hulu
still
now,
have
nigga.
resources and
We
amenities.
can post in the
and-
crib, nigga, watch Hulu while these
Yeah.
folks outside
Post-
and shit.
post- all of our
Literally,
shit
like
on
I got
TV.
bars on my window, nigga. We good. Like, what he coming in here? Like,
I got bars on my window. He
Like-
said it like it was a.
I guess a flex. It was a flex. But that just I don't know.
Damn, I
like
was
it can go either way.
I forgot about that. We gotta put bars on the window.
Look, see. Look.
We got choppers in my shit though.
He said, just in case you gotta let
So,
off.
nigga, go
You gonna
ahead.
shoot the windows out, nigga. So, so I don't know. I
be
just
like Willie Manchester.
just blow a
got
nigga.
the feeling.
Just blow. I was about to say
Baby,
blow a
I
nigga.
got
That just sound bad. I had to catch myself. I had to pause myself. At the bedroom.
Baby, baby, I got the feeling.
That nigga was shuffling around the bedroom in his boxers and a tank top.
Tony over here talking about blow up.
Oh, that was
Baby, baby, baby. Baby,
Oh my God.
But that was over. What was over? I don't know how we shift into like we just. All right, what was our final one we were going to speak on? Was like friendship type shit. What do you consider like real friends? Or because I had a question: if you knew somebody, if you were cool with somebody, and it wasn't like a relationship, or say a chick you were talking to, and y'all were talking, y'all were probably gonna hook up, whatever. Nothing ever happened. Years go by, you have an interaction or something, and they take it super personal. On like, but how did you expect more from me? We're not friends, or I haven't talked to you for a long time. That type of what
was the interaction?
It's just a comment on a post, just a random comment.
Just say
We just go. I'm not even going because it ain't even that. It's just I commented on a post as a female. I don't even know what she would be. I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm not even gonna say the bitch name.
Who is she to you?
Like, nobody. That's the thing. She was a person that was gonna be a guest on the show, but in between
Somebody. Okay, so what was the connection? How did you know her?
Just met her in person, seen her on YouTube. Had her. She was she was gonna come through.
You met her
That's what you
first
could
and
say.
then
She's
seen
a
her on YouTube.
Yeah,
or you
she's
seen
a
her on
YouTuber.
YouTube and then
She's
you
a
did.
I don't even want to say a
person.
YouTube personality.
Influencer. There you go.
I'm
That's
asking
Yeah,
questions.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
asking questions,
what they're
Tony,
called,
because
influencers.
I'm trying to make the story make sense. The
So,
timeline got to make sense.
Yeah, from years. So this is
For
like
all of
early
it.
2021.
So did you watch her on YouTube
Details.
first and then you
Well,
met
I
her?
seen her in
Or
people's-
did you?
That's a great question.
I seen her in different people's comedy videos on YouTube and Instagram for about a year or so before I
you
met
saw her
her.
on YouTube first.
And then I randomly met her at like a photo shoot. That was it. She just happened to be there. And we had just started doing, I think we were probably only like 7-8 episodes in. At the most, maybe 12
So
or something.
you were already a fan of her work.
And I was like, hey, like if you want to, this nigga Kale, I told you.
So you're already a fan of her work.
He's like, so you enjoy her spreads. This nigga stupid.
I would like to meet her.
So
You must take me there
I ain't taking you nowhere.
because you a cornball.
Cooley.
Hey, so I invite her on the show. She's like, cool, I'll come. Give me a schedule. Give me the dates line up, whatever. And so around that time, me and her chopping it up here and there. Nothing crazy, just a little flirting, whatever, light shit. Nothing, whatever. So the day of the show, I think the day before the show, she's supposed to come. Day of the show. Yeah. No, that's light shit. That ain't no
Light
man.
shit,
Nobody
whatever.
should take that
Just
serious.
know
Nobody should.
Grindface will be posting the screenshots soon.
Right, I don't even think it's that serious. That shit is wild. So she started. I hit her the day before. She's like, "Oh yeah, for sure, I'll be there." Day of the show, we're already at the studio. She hits me like, "Oh, I didn't know where it was in Long Beach. Can we reschedule?" And I'm like, I had already sent her the address. I told her where it was. Just kind of like I didn't even respond. I just left it like whatever. So I didn't go off on her. I wasn't rude. Just fuck it. We just do a show with us. Fuck it, like we doing today. So
Well, we've had a couple people that have done that.
yeah, flake on us last minute while we already there setting up for them to be there on
So
some
it
bullshit.
didn't cut so deep
At
this
all.
time.
So it was like the fact, okay, and in between that, she goes, "Oh, I see you guys smoke.
me.
I see you guys smoke. I don't really like to be around smoke." And I'll go, "Yeah, we don't have to smoke during the interview. It's no problem. It's only like a few, like 45 minutes or so, whatever."
Shit, who can't smoke?
Like, no, she's like she didn't on the
TV said, nah,
He'd have been on her.
nah.
He'd have been blowing that Cheech and Chong
That's
at
fine.
her.
We can
Just-
find somebody else.
So I'm just looking at it like we still at this point we still trying to get just up and coming guests, and I'm like, all right, whatever, just to accommodate the guests. It ain't even because I'm trying to because I'm not even really trying to get at you. It's just whatever. So
Tony said, "I'm gonna smoke." So
yeah, so either
we're
way
not gonna get along no way.
at all.
How's
So
your last name gonna be Grams and you ain't gonna smoke nothing?
so
Nah.
so
Fuck that bitch.
she flakes on the
Ain't gonna be no
podcast.
crumb on the table. Like,
She flakes on the podcast. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't like you said. It didn't cut so deep. It's whatever. Go move the fuck on. Keep it going. A couple months go by. Like mind you, I ain't talked. They didn't hit me back up. I ain't hit them back up. This is still 2021, and I see a post, and the same person is she twerking on like a 360 with the homie Slink, and this nigga blowing a big ass 5-grammer banger or some shit, fat ass blunt just everywhere, and she all in the smoke, and it was just so it just showed me at that point, okay, that's who this person is. It's just whoever the celebrity is, or it's a bigger person I could be around smoke. You know what I mean? But in between that, it was like, I'm doing this to you a guest, I'm gonna accommodate the guest. So I'd never hit her back. Whatever. That was 2021. So there's a video.
That's the history.
That's the history. So current, like right before New Year's, like literally.
We needed a backstory, right? We
so
had to
literally,
know what's going on?
Because China got backstories with this same person too. I'm gonna throw you the fucking co-host. You the fucking co-host.
Right.
You gonna ride or fucking die?
You
nigga.
weren't finished.
So look, so
Dang.
Like, shut up, nigga.
He
You
didn't
be
even
having
let me
backstories,
alley-oop
nigga.
nothing.
look, so like I leave a comment, I see a video, or I don't even remember the page. I can't even go back to. I took a screenshot of some shit because she had posted it. But so New Year's Eve is I see her. I'm just scrolling. I'm not even on this person. Like I said, I don't follow him. I'm just scrolling, and it's a video of they're at the Clipper game. I don't know why anybody would be at a Clipper game, but
Excuse me, I just went to a Clipper game and it was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, okay.
It was. It was
Who
fun.
was there? Billy Crystal.
Actually,
Bobby Brown.
No,
I would love to meet them at a Clipper game. What's wrong
Jennifer
with that?
Hudson
Tony?
and Common were there.
Oh wow.
Common is so fine. Anyways, go ahead.
Common.
Yes, I love him.
Was
Hey.
Tay? Was Tay Diggs? Was Tay Diggs there too?
Special for you and me.
That shit was tough.
I never met her.
It was. That was a great video.
so-
Sorry. Anyways,
I'm just me being a Laker fan. Like fuck the Clippers, you know. So
Man, I ain't got nothing against them.
So look. So she's at some. I'm just scrolling. It's a Clipper game. This nigga Westbrook is like he's on the sidelines tying his shoe up on a chair. He's tying his shoe up, and there's a woman on the sidelines like trying to get his attention, pulling her pants up in her crotch, bouncing her titties, doing like the extra, like some rat shit. So she being like super like, and he look at her and kind of give her like the double take and just kind of like not even pay attention to the shit. So, and I'm looking and I'm reading the comments. So I go back, watch the video again, and realize it's the same person that was supposed to be on the show from 2021. So I'm like, mind you, this is a day before 2024. So I'm like, nigga, I was like, wow. So I just start. I'm just going through the comments, and at this point, I think it's like 1 million, almost 2 million views on that video. So the comments is deep. So everybody like going in.
What did your comments say?
no, wait. Say other people's comments first.
The majority, the 50-50 of the comments were, that's rat shit. That's a married dude. That's some home record shit. Yada yada. The other 50% was who the fuck did this bitch head? Why the fuck her head look like that? Because she had like the little knots in the front and the back was coming. It was a track showing. So it was literally so people are like it looked like a couple they were stacked. It looked like a couple stacks with some super glue. They put a little Gorilla Glue on them bitches. Well, like Gorilla Glue number 3. So that glue TV used to use to close the blunts. Nigga, so that shit so people are roasting the fuck. I'm talking about there's thousands of comments. Fucking who let this bitch really think she ate? She ain't got no friends. Like, bitch, so I leave my comment just boils down to just, y'all should see her without makeup. And a couple laughing emojis. Me being an asshole, I'm an asshole, I'm a comedian, and I make jokes.
But
so
you
it's
saw
funny.
her without makeup.
Yes.
I've seen her without.
And she's done videos without makeup.
There's the alley-oop.
I've seen
Do
her
that
without
shit.
makeup.
Do that shit. Do that shit.
You know, and,
Do that shit. Jay Morant.
Face,
That was the alley to Jay Morant right
said
there.
it all, yes.
No, but it's kind of not the alley-oop. I got to alley-oop it back because that's not the end of the story.
Okay, so she I just leave that comment. They used to see her without makeup, laughing emoji. I don't even go back to the post. Like about the second day of this year on the second, I'm just on my phone and I get a DM, like I see the notification come in, fucking clown ass nigga. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I see, at first, I don't even see the name. I just kind of see the message, and it just disappeared.
Because he
Did
gets
you add
so
her?
many. He gets those messages all the
Hey,
time.
did you add her?
I did that on facts. I got
Bro.
that message maybe 3 weeks before.
You
that.
didn't add her?
No.
Oh, she is.
I don't even
She was
follow.
already going through the
At all. I just left her. It was
she seen it,
hundreds.
and
It's
she was
hundreds
just
of
like,
thousands of
Oh, nigga, like she just seen it and then added you. You should have added her at first. You should
nigga.
be like, man, bitch,
So
like, you look
so
lame,
mind you,
bitch.
I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I let it chill, and she friend requests me. She sends me a friend request and
Wow, so
and sends me the
can
fuck you
see-
clown,
so
nigga.
you can see this shit.
Most likely, so it wouldn't be in my request
Damn.
folder where she would have been in the fucking
Wow.
abyss where she fucking belonged, because she ain't got shit going on. But she was
Where she belong?
Cause she's a fucking,
ain't got shit
cause she's a
going
fucking
on.
washed up
That
wannabe
nigga
Christina
ain't
Milian.
She requested you just so you could see this shit. She sent you an invite like for some bullshit.
So
If it would have had
I went-
something
I
on the
let
front
her-
of it, hey, if
I
that
let
was
her stew.
Amazon, it would have had the package would have said some bullshit.
been delayed.
You would have came outside like, nah. Oh,
Nigga.
why didn't you open the door, sweetie?
I
Oh,
let it
some
delay.
bullshit.
Yeah, I just so
Yeah,
I left her
going
on
on
red
that.
for about 3-4 hours. I think I talked to Cam. So Cam, me and Cam was laughing about it. I bumped into China. I bumped into China. We talked about it. I was like, I'm gonna respond, but I'm not gonna give you the response I want. Bitch, you. Oh no, I'm just going.
Cam, do you know her?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I just know she was supposed to be a guest on
Yeah.
the show, or this person
Yeah.
was supposed to be.
Yeah,
Because I
she-
guess that's how we do it.
Yeah,
even-
I don't want to. I just like fuck her. Like I ain't. Yeah, so
Yeah.
so. I go back and I just me being an asshole. I laugh. I hit a laughing emoji to her comment. And I'm like, what's the problem? Like, what's the issue? And that's fucked up. I thought we was cool. That's some. No, she did. She screenshots
I
the.
thought we was cool.
She screenshots the comment
Oh, she hit you.
to me.
I thought we was friends.
and then I thought we was
But you
friends.
just now following me.
Literally sitting there like so. But I ain't never seen you at none
She
of my
followed
shows.
you to send you that message,
Literally. Because
And then said I thought we were
and
friends.
then unfollowed you.
I just removed her.
I thought we were friends, but I just followed you.
Maybe that
To
was
call
her
you
reaching
a
out to
clown-ass
be
nigga.
friends again.
But so this is what the message
Maybe that's
said.
what she was trying to do.
No, look, this is what the
That's
message
why
said.
she followed you, because maybe she was
A
just,
friend request.
I don't know. I'm just
So
looking
look,
at
this
the
is what
logic
she.
behind this
So
shit.
this is what she
I don't know.
said. She goes. I thought we was cool. Oh, that's some bullshit. That's some fuck shit.
She looked like one too.
She goes, that's some fuck shit. I thought we was cool. You talking shit, and I'm like, I was like, I'm a fucking comedian. I was like, I was being sarcastic. I was like, you mad out of the. I said, that's what I said to her. Out of all of the comments, roasting your fucking scalp. You mad at a motherfucker talking shit about makeup. I was like, grow up. That's some clown shit. I was like, and then so she posts to her story. My comment was like, and then she posted our DMs from 2021. And was like, this nigga was trying to suck my ass and eat my ass. And I just
What
say
the
nothing
hell?
like that in the DMs.
I'm
I
Nick
like,
Bean.
yeah, like
lit.
put some jelly on it.
And I'm
nigga.
damn
But,
sure not
She
taking
posted
none of
that
that
about
shit.
you?
she posted her
That's
story.
what I would've
To her
told the
story,
bitch.
she posted our DMs
Wait,
from.
did she cover up your name or did she?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
showed
see, your name is
everything.
on there too.
So she has 500,000.
So why you don't
comments.
want to say her name?
It's like,
then?
why though? Because it's like,
She put your
I
name
like-
out there.
well, I mean, if you got 500,000
keep
followers
it
and you post my
discreet,
name of you
Keep it
flirting with
discreet,
me and you
because
be
then we can
flirting
tag her
back.
in it.
We'll keep
Well,
it
why though? That shit
I'm
ain't
Nick
even.
Beam.
This nigga,
I'ma
who the
tag her
fuck is
anyway.
this nigga Nick Beam?
Because I'm lit, fit, and I'm damn
but
sure
I
ain't
get
taking
Tony,
no shit.
'cause for
You
me,
don't remember
I
Nothing
know
to
the
Lose
girl.
with Martin?
I know the girl, but
Nick Beam.
I don't like he said. It's like we're not friends, but I just say I know her. Like
How
you know
do you
what I'm
know
saying?
her?
Oh,
Now you
Lord.
got to have a whole
Lie.
backstory like Tony did.
Yeah,
I
dive
do.
in.
Well, I mean, I only actually have one story, low key.
What was y'all doing
Well, I
together?
low key have two. I low key have two stories because that's how we started, how we met. So I actually also knew her, but from Instagram as well, and I seen that she was an influencer, and I actually liked her. I was like, oh, I like her personality, how like bubbly she is, or whatever. She's willing to do whatever on camera. So, anyways,
Pull her pants down immediately, every video.
but I.
Wait. You said what?
Pull her pants down and take her shirt off immediately in every comedy
Yeah,
video.
she does.
If it's a music
Expeditious?
video,
Okay.
expeditious.
But so anyways, so then we were actually in a commercial together. Like it was like one of our homies. We have some mutual friends, and it was one of our homies who was doing a commercial for his brand, and we were both in it. And then I introduced myself. I was like, "Oh, you're Leo." I found out she's Leo. I was like, "Oh, I'm a Leo too." Just started talking. Oh, that's
Her music cool with videos.
that's a little hint. Anyways, but
That's
so
a little hint.
but so
Storytelling.
but so anyway, so then from there, like we followed each other on Instagram. And then it was like every now and then I would comment on her stuff, and I was like, oh, it's like was a pleasure to meet you, like hyping her up, like, you know, like
Same,
I was
okay.
really like a fan of hers. I thought she was really dope. So we had been already like commenting back and forth on each other's stuff, and there was actually an event happening in Vegas, and so she was talking about how she was going out there, but the people she was going with, low-key canceled on her. So she was like, oh, do you want to come with me? I was like, okay, sure, for
she
sure.
invited you on a trip.
She invited me on a trip because that's what she does on YouTube. She
and this is
travels.
only like the second time y'all.
And
really
that's why
kicking
she couldn't. That was the delay of her coming on the show. When I invited her, she was like, "I'm taking a trip."
So
This
she
sound
probably
She was going to
it's
like
about to take a
Egypt.
turn for the
She was
worse.
going to like Morocco or something, and she was like, "I'll be back on
So-
this day."
Tony,
Yeah. So
so
everything she's saying lining up.
I was like,
this is about to take a turn for the worse.
I was like,
go.
this is dope.
she going to Vegas
Let's
with
go.
somebody she only met
Yes,
in person one time.
Right.
yeah, that's never a good idea.
Well, I kind of was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna take a leap of faith. But
Sometimes it ain't-
I'm
sometimes it ain't
grown. You feel me? This wasn't
Sometimes it
too
ain't good
long
to go
ago.
to
I
Vegas
think it was
with
maybe
niggas.
like 3 years ago.
And this is
but so that's the
the
thing.
same thing.
So here goes. So the rest of the story is
She was pillaging.
I didn't know, but there were, I think it was three other guys that actually rode with us, that went with us.
But I
Carol.
thought,
And they
I
were-
thought
they
all the
were-
friends canceled.
Right. So that's what I said. So that randomly last minute, she was like, oh, these 3 guys are coming.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, wow. And they are also actually very popular Instagram people, influencers. And so I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, I was single at the moment anyways, whatever. But also I was an adult. You feel me? I was like, this is going to be fun. This
Young
is
and
very
fun.
So long story short, like I said, she literally on YouTube, a lot of her content is visiting different places and making videos about her stay. So it's only me and her. We're the only 2 girls together. We're all staying in a room that she got. She was like, that was her. She was like, oh, I'm getting a room. Just put on it. We can all stay together. I was like, cool. The other guys were in on it too. I thought it was just supposed to be me and her, but the other guys were in on it too. But anyways, so she posts her story, her little thing on YouTube and on Instagram, and I was not in that motherfucker not one time. But
she kept you out the loop.
kept me out the whole entire video. Even when she posted on Instagram, she never tagged me in nothing.
Like,
I was the one taking her video.
Like even the
All
solid
of
post.
her whole video was because of the content I recorded for her, and she couldn't even do the decency of tagging me.
Yeah, they don't
So
like
even the
that.
post on Instagram, the actual
The
post.
actual post on Instagram, the actual
The stories.
They both
in
don't
lifetime
fuck with her.
story.
I say we jump her.
So
That's when people are like they
Pack.
fuck with you, but
So
they don't
20
really
man
fuck with you
pack
like
out.
that.
So I'm like, that's crazy.
20
Like,
man
what
pack
kind of
out.
fake ass shit is that?
She get a 20 man pack out.
I was like, and then so
She
get
gonna
this,
be-
but not even. But this is my thing too. There was 3 other guys with us.
She was getting a 3
through
man
her
pack.
She was
whole,
getting a 3-man
through
pack
her
out.
whole. None of my business. Through her
YouTube pack
whole
out.
entire video, she was getting the guys and she was tagging them. She was like, "Oh, I'm with so and so. I'm with so and so."
That's lame.
She tagged all the niggas, even in her video. She was like, "Oh, come with me to Vegas with me and my boys." Bitch, what?
She wanted
You
to
acted like I was not in your front seat.
She wanted a cameraman, and now you see
No.
what it feel like to be
No.
the cameraman and not get tagged in the shit.
She didn't want to lose her fans.
Hey,
It'd be like, oh,
Because I
exactly.
look like this in real life,
Yeah.
and I look like this without makeup, and there are no tracks in my head.
that are showing at a Clipper game. So yeah,
Let me tell you, I was like, wow, that shit's fake as
they
fuck.
roasted her scalp.
next to
That
Billy
shit's
Crystal.
fake as fuck. Like I said, I
City
just seen
slicker.
it how it was, and then I never hung out with her again. We've seen each
Chicago
other.
was like, man, leave them hoes.
We actually seen each other
Yeah,
at another
man.
photo shoot after that.
What did she
and
say?
she was like, "Oh my god, I miss you. I was actually just in your city.
So that's
So
the
you
same
missed
thing.
me, but you
That's the same thing. Like, oh,
were
I
in my
thought we were
city
cool.
and didn't say nothing."
Did she pull her phone out and ask you to take a picture for her?
I thought we were cool.
I don't think we had time actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah. But that,
Hey, because
yeah.
if she did that, she was like, "Oh yeah, I like how she did all my videos." With
Let me
Man.
tell you, no, she did because.
Hey, you know.
Do you edit?
And I was
Like,
like,
bitch.
damn. I was like, that's crazy. You tagged all 3 of these motherfuckers,
I've had people do
and you
that
couldn't
shit.
tag me.
I've had people do that
I
shit
was
to
like,
me.
that's wild.
We at the Comedy Store, and I'm in the pictures with motherfuckers, and I don't be in none of the pictures. I'll be
And the
like,
next day, the niggas turned into photographers.
yeah. I've seen
Crazy.
I've seen
But yeah, and then also on top of the outside of me and Tony, every person that I talk to about this person, it is nothing good to say about her. And I'm like, that's crazy. That it's not a coincidence. Everybody says the same thing.
And I can see and when you said that, I can see like the fall from where, and I don't want to say like she was some high up, but from where she started like singing, I guess, whatever that shit was. And going from that.
See, the way you say it makes it sound real bad.
And that's like.
Whatever that shit was.
Whatever that shit you was attempting.
Basically,
and then the like shrug and the body movements with it.
To make it short, like she can't.
Something wrong with your shoulders, nigga? Like Hayden Full.
Yeah, I'm a killer with the shoulder.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
It's so like I said, that, I looked at it, I wasn't irritated, I wasn't mad. That shit didn't stop me from doing shit. It was just I didn't argue with her. I just,
it's just something to talk about.
You didn't respond?
And that was my response, was out of all the people roasting your scalp, you mad at a comment about makeup. I'm a comedian, I'm being sarcastic, it's a joke, grow the fuck up. And then I said, post that to your story.
I mean, it was
and then she goes, oh, my bad, I didn't know you was upset that we didn't fuck. That's what, and that was the last, and I didn't even respond to that, because to me, is that what it really circles back to? Like, how did
narcissistic response?
Like, you mad about a
but
comment?
You guys don't want to get into that conversation about narcissists.
Like
exactly, that is called gaslighting.
Yeah,
that's
like,
when you point out somebody else's.
I didn't respond because it was stupid. Out
something else to try to deflect.
It was so stupid, and I'm like, how did we end up? How did we end up back at like fucking?
Problem in that department.
Like, how did we end up back at fucking? And it was about
that's a narcissistic
makeup.
thing to say.
Like, how are you mad? Oh, I didn't know you was mad. Even the way she said it was like you was trying to like
outnumber us, man.
Entice me or something like I didn't know you was mad. Like, it's still possible, or it was until you said this. So, like, we haven't talked since 2021. The same way she missed you and ain't seen you or reached out or said shit since that trip.
I thought that shit was crazy.
So it's just
but I let people be who they are.
That's just how I started my year. That was the little minor drama. Of me starting my year. Nigga Cam Sandman giving niggas a light. We gonna wrap it up. It's innovative comedy.
What that was, and I'm not.
Follow me on Instagram at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS, and I'm gonna pass it on to China.
Stay addicted and keep watching me on Instagram. Everything is in my bio at THEE China White. That's the China White. Shout out to my business. Elite Enterprises. We do it all. Y'all already know it's the season. Come get y'all shit made and come get y'all shit done.
Get that shit.
And thank you again for joining us, TB. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh, shit.
Elite Enterprises, girl. Yeah, you can find me though. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Appreciate
THEBIZNESSS, baby. The business. Yeah, out this thing. Innovative culture, man.
That's right.
I am Cool as Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet. Y'all can tap in with me at COOLAZZCAM. Tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and innovative.comedy. And subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture.
Innovative comedy.